Welcome to class 2 of our square roots unit. We're going to start with an explanation of this sign. It's called the radical sign, and it means to take the square root of the number. It's an operation sign. It means you take the square root of the number underneath it. So this is called the square root of 9, and it means take the square root of 9. Now if you never heard of taking the square root of a number, it's the opposite operation to squaring a number. So if we have 3 squared equals 9, then the square root of 9 would equal 3, because 3 times 3 equals 9. So to find the square root of a number, you find a smaller number which, when squared, equals the original number. For example, if I write the square root of 25, I'm looking for the number which, when it's squared, gives me 25. And of course you guys know that 5 squared equals 25, and so the square root of 25 would equal 5. The important thing is that I could take that 5, square it to get the 25. And that's what a square root means. Now a lot of you will know that negative 5 squared also equals 25. But by convention, by the rules of math, when we write the square root of 25, it means just the positive root, so just the 5, not the negative 5. It's a good idea to make sure you know all the perfect squares up to 25, and they're in your Michelson book. It will help a lot in grades 10, 11, and 12 if you know them. Let's calculate a few square roots together. Let's do the square root of 36. That equals 6, because 6 times 6 equals 36. Let's do the square root of 49. Square root of 49 equals 7. Let's do the square root of 169. You know that one? Square root of 169 is 13. Let's do the square root of x squared. And of course the square root of x squared would be x. Now let's do one that takes a little more thinking. What if we did the square root of x to the 6th? We're looking for a number that when it's squared, it equals x to the 6th. All right? So remember, if I took x cubed and squared that, I would get x to the 6th. So the square root of x to the 6th would be x to the 3. Another hard one would be a fraction, but it should pose no problem to you. Let's look at the square root of 16 over 9. So I need a number that squared will give me 16 over 9. You can see that would be 4 over 3. 4 over 3 squared would be 16 over 9. You can see, you could think of it like this. The square root of 16 over 9 could be the square root of 16 over the square root of 9. It's the same thing. It would equal 4 over 3. Let's try a decimal. If I have the square root of 0.25 It's usually a lot easier if you convert it to a fraction. I could either convert it to the square root of 25 100ths, or I could recognize that 0.25 is a quarter. So I could square root it. I can convert it to 1/4. Well, the square root of 25 over 100, you'll recognize is 5 over 10. And then if I reduce that down, I would get 1/2. And of course, the square root of 1/4 would be 1/2. Now you try a few on your own. Try these ones on your own, and the answers are on the notes sheet.